I'm not really a big Duplo collector. I have a few sets, kind of just because I feel nostalgic for the range. But I just bought a Duplo lot, and it had some Thomas stuff. So let's have a look. This is a bit of just a generic Duplo unboxing to begin with. We'll see if there's any Thomas stuff in there, but I can see some bigger Thomas bits down the bottom. Let's start with these though. So what have we got? Alright. So to start us off, we have Duplo Plane. Now I kind of have a soft spot for Duplo. It's, you know, it's fun. It's not like Lego, which is sort of, well, it is Lego, but I mean, it's different, you know, and it's kind of got its own aesthetic, which I can appreciate. Just come off? Wow, that's actually kind of cool. You can get like the dump bed, or the dumper to come off. It's neat. Like, this is like, this plane even looks kind of cool, in like a chunky sort of way. Where can I put these? Damn. I guess I'll just go on the floor. Duplo's really, it's really a kid's toy though, in a lot more ways than, I mean, Lego's a kid's toy to an extent, but never feels like Lego's hemmed in by that. Duplo always kind of feels like it does, or well, it is kind of hemmed in by that fact. Alright, well that is the wheel set to a Gordon tender. It's always good to see. I think that's also Thomas related. I know I definitely had that piece as a kid. Well, that's related to the plane. Any of these figures Thomas? No, but even like I even appreciate Duplo's like figurines. They're kind of just aesthetically interesting. And they remind me a lot of Little People. Look at this suitcase. This is like a solid suitcase. Even I can appreciate something like that. Like that just looks nice. You know, that's the thing. Duplo just looks nice. You know, it feels. Maybe I'm being a bit overly dramatic. Is this Thomas? Let's put this aside. This might be. We have a salty face. Kind of gives away the secrets of this lot, I guess. We got a bear. He's in a chair. Some people might get that joke. If not, you didn't grow up in Australia, I suppose. I don't even know what really Duplo's worth. It tends to get sold on Facebook in big lots. But I gravitated towards this because it was going really cheap for the kind of Thomas stuff that was in it. Including, let's start us off with some bits to a Gordon. Don't think that wheel set's from Gordon though. Is this from a Salty? I think so actually. I think this might be Salty's wheel set. Either way, we've currently got these bits for a Gordon. And I think these bits for a Salty. Let's see what else we can sort of get from this lot. Okay. We got a Spencer. That's not Spencer's chassis, though, so we'll pull these off. This, I believe, is for a truck. We do have some bits for a Spencer. There weren't any complete characters from memory, although we might have a complete Salty. Okay. We have Spencer's chassis, another Salty face, and a bit from a Salty. Let's see if we can actually... we might be able to complete a Salty. That might be the one character we can complete. I'm trying to remember how these... Is it like this? I think so. That's right. We'll see. Alright, and we'll put Spencer on his chassis. We have another wheel set and some bits for a Toby. Maybe Maybe is this Toby's wheel set? Maybe. A couple of bits for Toby. We have Spencer's Tender, but sadly I don't think we have a Spencer Tender wheel set. Okay. If my memory serves, I believe these go together. They're like that, yeah. And this is meant to be Gordon's coach. Okay. Now, I think that's it for Thomas stuff. But we do have a couple of other bits. We have a Duplo train. Now I think this has batteries. Whether or not they've been taken out, I guess we're about to see. They have a little bit of corrosion, but not enough to really be worrying. I'll have to test this later. But even then, that's not terrible, you know? Even though it's not Thomas, still kind of cool. If Lego trains are sort of oh, that all comes off. If Lego trains are sort of left forgotten a lot of the time, a Duplo trains must be the most forgotten range. You know, they're kind of neat. We have some sort of, I want to say like aerodrome kind of thing. A little bit of track. And to finish this off, some other bits and pieces. This must go together. Oh, I see. We've got oh, you just lost it. Wait, is this? Yep. We got a crane with bucket. Again, this is just kind of neat. I like the sort of the aesthetic of this. Another plane. It's kind of cool. And then to finish us off, just some really just random generic parts. Drop them. A couple of windows. A truck. I'll have to double check if that's Thomas. And just this random yellow bit. Oh, it's a fuel. Alright, I'll pack all this up and I'll get back to you all. This is the point of the video where I talk about Thomas Duplo. Now, Thomas Duplo is a range that was a range that was around for a couple of years. I want to say it was from mid to late 2000s, maybe a little bit into the 2010s. And the long and the short of it was that it seemed to have been somewhat successful, but once Mattel took over the range, it was killed off because Mattel had Mega Bloks. Mega Bloks never seems to have risen to the success, and that's especially reflected in desirability. Now, all in all, I paid $50 for this Duplo lot, and I figure at the very least I can get about half my value back by selling off the excess Duplo that's not Thomas related. So I figure I'm in this for about $25. How much are these worth? Well, some characters were around for a long time. Toby, for instance, was actually one of the more longer-lived characters. This one is incomplete. I've seen complete ones go for about 30 to 40 Australian dollars. Alright, and he's one of the least desirable. Spencer, I think, is cracking about your $70, $80 mark in good nick. This one's not too bad. Again, not complete. If I were to complete it, 50 to 60. Salty's probably in between, probably a $40 to $50 model. Complete. Again, not complete this one, but if I can get the parts, a fair bit of money there too. The Gordon's the least complete out of all the parts, although it does have his carriage, which is nice, although that's incomplete as well. Gordon is worth a fortune. Now, I have a Gordon, actually. It's boxed. It's up in storage at the moment. A loose Gordon It's being sold for about $150. $150 for a Gordon. So I want you to think about that. $25 for all of these. Granted, none are complete. But, and this is what kind of surprised me, no one else bid. I was the only bidder on this lot. I know they're incomplete, but there's potential to complete them. And I don't even know if I'd sell these when I'm done. I'd probably keep them. Because the problem is, the thing is, these are becoming more and more valuable because people really want them. They were really cool, and, you know, this is what I say about Duplo. It's about the aesthetic. And the Duplo aesthetic is just neat. It's what draws people to them. Would I say to collect them? I don't know. I collect them new. I have a couple used from my childhood. They're a bit niche. They're definitely better than Mega Bloks. I'll give it that. But are they worth the amount people are asking? I don't know. Lego's really hard to gauge. I would not probably be paying $150 to $200 for a Gordon. I'm not going to compare apples to oranges, but that is a fair bit of money to drop on Duplo. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's up to you to decide whether it's worth it. But they are cool. I can't deny that. If you can really like vibe with the aesthetic. The only other thing I'd say is you don't get a lot of rolling stock options. The coach is basically, this is one of the only coaches they produced, and it's usually paired with a really expensive Gordon. Who knows? I'm going to be on the lookout for more Duplo lots. Like I said, I might sell these in the future, might not. See what I can do complete-wise. But then I'm not going to charge the stupid prices. I mean, keep it, like, I think the prices have gotten out of control. I think they're worth something, but I don't think any more than, I don't think any single character is worth more than $100. I think when you start pushing the $150 to $200 mark, really, some people still pay that, and it's just crazy to me. By the way, thanks for watching, and bye for now.